Hello, Just2Film here. I want to quickly review Don't Move, which is the latest Netflix horror movie that's getting a bit of buzz. Produced by Sam Raimi. I love Sam Raimi as a director, so I was kind of interested to see this. The premise is the lead girl is injected with something that makes her paralyzed for a certain amount of time, and she loses control of her body for a certain amount of time. And honestly, like I said, that idea is pretty interesting, but what we get is a very by-the-numbers, predictable, uninteresting horror movie. Every scene plays out in a way you could expect, aside from the first 5 minutes, where I was like, okay, it's tackling kind of a dark subject. The setup of this movie was kind of dark, and I was like, hey, this is pretty mature. But then it quickly becomes stupid when they introduce this villain. And like I said, every scene you kind of know the outcome of, and it's a film that does not take risks. And so much of the plot is based around people making dumb decisions, whether it's the villain, whether it's the lead. And it's just like, okay, I guess you don't care about making this anything besides getting a shock for a second if you're unfamiliar with like any horror movie or anything like that, because it just feels so derivative. It's not shot like complete slop, which I'm kind of glad that at least once in a while it would have an interesting camera technique. But that's about it. Like, that's probably the best thing about the film. The lead performance is not really that good. It's fine. But honestly, the lead villain is kind of awful. Finn Rock, which is somebody who I believe is from even La La Land. My mom said this is a person that was like in the last part of La La Land. And I love La La Land. He's pretty awful in this movie. Like, he's kind of hamming it up a bit. But the tone is so dead serious of this film, it just doesn't really match. And I don't know, it was hard to believe him as this cunning killer or whatever. So yeah, I don't have too much else to say with this movie because I kind of did not like it. It's one of my least favorites of the year. And I just wish these horror movies would do something more creative beyond a creative gimmick. You know, do something with it where I can't predict what's going to happen. This setup, the first 5 minutes, I was kind of amazed because I'm like, okay, it's tackling something a little bit deep. But then they just kind of dropped that idea. The woman who is the lead, she's not necessarily a bad actress, but they don't really write much for her to do. And she just kind of stays one note aside from those first 5 minutes, which I found intriguing. But those first 5 minutes aren't really brought up after those first 5 minutes, just occasionally as a taunt or such, where it just feels almost like we got two different characters from the beginning to the rest of the film. I don't know. Just write more smart characters, please. Do one where, you know, the characters are actual humans, where they make things that me as a viewer, I'm not shouting at the screen, or even non-hardcore moviegoers or anything like that. I'm not saying I'm a hardcore moviegoer or anything. Or not like shouting at the screen, oh, do this, you idiot, do this, you idiot. So yeah, I give this a 2 out of 10. I did not like it. Well, let me know if you saw Don't Move in the comments below. Sorry I don't have too much else to say about this besides roasting it a bit, because again, it just did not leave an impact on me and I'm already forgetting it. But that's it for this review. Subscribe here for more film reviews, which I always just want to be honest. You know, no offense to the filmmakers or the people involved. And I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.